thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Hand off Frazier, running left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a gap. It's Lacy. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Lacy. Past the 45. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we we don't tackle him. If linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Quickly complete. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring your running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And they get him down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. On a little grass. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They run the reverse. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Frazier. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Reads it, fires complete. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Maybe he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas.
defense are likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little boost for your team.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Lacy. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They tried him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that pass.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. Looking for room. It's Lacy. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down.
Hey, guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lacey. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On target. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
A nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. On the ground, it's Lacey. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to Case's 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Fights off a defender. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And just what was something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Grab behind the line, it's Frazier. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll try it over the left side. Plows through the defense. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Handoff for Frazier. Wrapped up and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 5, and so I guess they're really right back where they started on first down.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down.
Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Finding some room. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run it on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Run in the red zone. It's Lacey. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. He got a step and just dusted the field. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down.
stubbornness being rewarded for this offense. Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Got it. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Lacy. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. He now has 85 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass heavy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job of leading in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the Bulldogs as their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Wide 53. Wide 53.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Touchdown Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's open things up with Coastal Carolina taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
To the air, it's Stockton. Working that left side now.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it along the sideline. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella
turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
And there you see his playmaking ability. Like for a quarterback to be able to do this and just take off and outrun a defense, it shows you how athletic these guys are. They're big-time playmakers. And the moment the defense doesn't focus on them, they'll take off and they'll take it to the house.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Makes a man miss. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Touchdown, Rebels. take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Bulldog offense. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and get some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Under fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. The give to the tailback. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Lacy. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
right back to the well. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Phillips. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The give on the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.
Snags it, and he's open. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. There's a crease. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically, already over 100 yards rushing, but look at the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Steamrolls his way ahead. Continuing to churn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulled down for the tackle. Third and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Soften him up with the one, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver.
Hydro. Bubba.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Unloads to the right. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck zero, and the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Bro, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.